What was it like when and I don't know how this happened, but when you got drafted and you were at the team at the hotel that they put you up at, you get a call or a text or something from Keenan, and
Mhm.
Keenan, Mike, and Josh show up and everything. What was that like for them to kind of take you in like that?
Yeah, nah. I was honestly surprised because I was like, "Who's this texting me? Who's this calling me?" Like, I'm in the hotel chilling. Like, I'm like, okay, it's my first day in LA. I'm gonna just chill. They done already took me to the Hollywood sign. We done went out to eat like 3 times. Like, I'm full, like ready to go to sleep. Got the text. Got a Uber over to where those guys was at. It just happened to be Keenan's birthday. So we just chill for a little bit. Got to really just know those 3 guys, and then Derwin came up to me, and kind of just gave me the breakdown, rundown of everything, kind of the basis of the team, the kind of the culture in the locker room, how we were gonna, take every day, which was go hard every day. So, that was big to me, especially on my first day out here, which meant a lot to me.
So a couple during the Chargers celebrity golf tournament in June, I asked Derwin, I'm like, "Hey, who's a rookie that stood out to you?" And for context of this, back in 2020 when COVID was happening and everything, Gilbert and I would ask players, "Oh, what do you guys think of who's standing out?" And everybody said, "Man, that number 10, Justin Herbert, like you guys got to watch out for him."
Mhm.
And because of COVID and everything, we didn't know much about him. But Derwin, when I asked him about it, he said Quentin Johnston, he's him. Like
Mhm.
he's like, you got to watch out for him. So
Yeah.
what does that mean to have somebody like Derwin James say that you are him?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. With anything, it means a lot. Especially coming in, from a guy like that. Just knowing that, um, past few years, you always look up and see him on TV. You always, whoever it is, got some on their fantasy team, or you pick him first and Madden. Oh yeah, he started here, started there. So, just to come in and just have that relationship with him, um, means a lot. Especially at first, trying not to get like too starstruck, over the fact that okay, this is who this is for real. But after that, it became like a real genuine friendship, which obviously we're on 2 different sides of the ball at practice, so we push each other every day to make each other better.
Quentin, how about with Justin Herbert and building that chemistry and
Mhm.
trying to figure out the spots or where to go? And I think that day where you guys had the scrimmage with the Saints, and I was listening to Michael Thomas talk about Derek Carr, and sometimes communication, you have to talk. It's like eyes and where you're standing. Is that what
Mhm.
you're trying to build with Justin Herbert, kind of
Oh
being
yeah, for
on the
sure.
same page at the same time?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every day, there's certain plays that go in, but at the same time, defense doesn't always give you the look you want for that play. So there's obviously different audibles and stuff like that, different hand signals, different, like you said, even looks are just kind of like little head signals and stuff like that. So just getting on the same page, with him on that is everything, which we're still working on every day.
Did you get a chance to talk to guys like Michael Thomas and Chris Olave when they were there at Costa Mesa, or even like who you kind of lean on from in the NFL besides your teammates, wide receivers
Yeah.
are pretty established?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Talk to Michael Thomas just a little bit. It was kind of just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I mess with your game and all that type of stuff like that. As far as that, there's nobody I just really just built a relationship with besides the guys on my team, because prior to this I really didn't know anybody.
Quentin, growing up, your parents were in the military, so you had to move around a lot. Just what was that like having to adjust? And did you kind of? I mean, I don't know what it was like. Like as a football player, what was that like having to move around so much growing up?
Yeah, I was me and my little brother was actually fortunate. We caught the end of it. So my older brother and older sister were the ones that were doing all the moving around and stuff. I kind of just stayed in one spot, which I was really blessed because at the time not sure how I was gonna handle all the moving around and making new friends. Every other time they get moved or whatever like that. But for the most part, no. I stayed in the same spot.
And obviously, you spoke about your family and everything, but just how big of a support system have they been during this time for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's been a lot because obviously it's it's different for them too because they've never been in this situation before. So we always kind of like like lean on each other in a sense, whether it's like something we don't know or something we just need help with, something we're stressed out about initially. Like me going through my whole draft process, it was them always there for me. Just giving me advice, just telling me just to calm down. I would sometimes get worked up over like a 30 visit, like I don't know how I went. just kind of going back and forth, bouncing ideas and stuff off of their head. You just, about just going into, different meetings, saying certain things, what not to say, how to say certain stuff. Just them, their support, they're always been for me, praying for me. Day in and day out, it's been, huge for me.
Quentin, let me ask you about the game over the weekend. Hopefully, it's not too soon, man. But how's that experience, TCU, Colorado, and just did you enjoy yourself at least?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always good to go back home, seeing all my teammates, all my coaches. Just the TCU atmosphere. Hasn't changed. We built something last year that I feel like is going to stick for a long time. Even with the tough loss, it's not like we just got killed. So there's obviously still room for improvement. For the remainder of the season, we know on both sides of the ball. We did good and things we did bad as well. So at this point, there's nothing else to do but kind of take it in for sure. Don't kind of just push it to the back burner like what's good. Don't just push it to the back burner like it didn't happen. But go back to the drawing board. I believe they had practice the next day too. Coach was like, "Nah, we getting back to it right now." So kind of just still putting back the pieces from that. But I feel like we have nothing to be worried about. I still say we, because forever gonna be part of the TCU family, TCU community. At the end of the day, I'm still proud of my dogs. They know that I told her that before I left.
I'm guessing when you went back, a lot of people were trying to ask you, catch up with you, but then also they're asking, hey, how's that NFL life? And you're sharing some wisdom, giving advice. How was that approach for you?
Yeah, it was cool. It was different. I felt a little famous when I went back. But it was cool. Some parts, like especially like certain times, I would walk to like a concession stand or something during the game. I'm getting flooded, so I had to. So I was on the sideline at first. I ended up just going upstairs in the suites. I'm like, look, let me just chill up here, and stuff like that. But it was cool. It was a good feeling.
How do you feel like Quentin Johnston, the freshman, has changed from Quentin? How do you feel like Quentin Johnston, the freshman at TCU, has grown now as the rookie Quentin Johnston?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just me being more of a thinker in football instead of just playing football. I feel like for the longest I was just playing football, not just being able to go out there and like, all right, let me see what defense they're in. Let me see what split I need. Let me see what like different things I need to get open at different points of time. And even in my route, just speed off the ball, knowing what times to burst, what times to kind of like throttle down and get certain holes in certain areas. And then I feel like the biggest thing for me, freshman year, so I got a drop. I kind of just be like super hard on myself. My dad used to always get on me about this, being super hard on myself and then kind of letting that linger. And I kind of was just, carrying that on my face. Like the look on my face was obvious, stuff like that. So, and I kind of let that follow me through the course of the game. And like, I'm sitting there watching film and I'm just going downhill from the play I missed on instead of shaking it off and going to the next play. So I feel like over time, from those moments to now, it's something I kind of really worked on.
Quinn, I gotta ask you one question about the game. Obviously, Travis Hunter, for him to go both ways and it being 105, 110 degrees and everything, just what does that say about him as a player?
Yeah, for sure. So I worked out with him a time too. We got this dude we go to, dude named D-Rob in Dallas. That's crazy. A lot of people were saying he was gonna come out and do it. I'm not really sure how much of that. I was like, okay, I'm just expecting him to come out and literally play the full game. That's amazing coming from a guy like that with a lot on his plate already with social media. That has a lot of that comes with a lot of expectations, and I feel like he played his butt off and met those expectations. So real happy for him. And just to go out there in that Texas heat, that's another salute to him, because I don't know how many people, in college football and in the sport of football, alone can just do that. He has generational special talent, special type of win. I don't know what type of track he ran. It looked like he ran long distance because he was definitely out there the whole game. But shout out to him.
Dion said he has that dog in him.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't disagree with that.
Quentin, I got one more, then we'll let you go here. But just one question about Sunday, your first regular season NFL game, and what you were saying earlier. I really took that away, where you're saying, you know what, you can't let the mental side beat you. Maybe you have a drop or two, and then you keep moving on and forget about it. Is that kind of the approach you're gonna go for this first game? Hey, whatever happens, but you got to play your best throughout the
Yeah,
four
for sure.
quarters.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Because I mean, at the end of the day, especially at this level, if you let little mistakes, like a drop or something like that, kind of linger with you throughout the course of the game, throughout the course of the season, that's the easiest way to get cut, no matter what round you win in. So I just got that on my mind every day. Show up to work every day, play as hard as you can, because at the end of the day, everybody's fighting for a job.
You got no
Quinn, I gotta-
pregame ritual before Sunday, or like
What'd you say?
on game? Do you have any rituals that you like to do?
See, I got to come up with one. I'm not even sure yet.
I gotcha.
Quentin, one final question for me. I asked this of all the players that jump on here with us. Mexican food. Have you tried any? And who do you think has better Mexican food, Texas or California?
Ooh.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, I definitely tried it. Love shrimp quesadillas. For sure, that's literally my go-to every time that like fajitas, every shrimp quesadillas though. Like I ask every place they got that shredded chicken tacos, just crazy. I I can't really just answer that fully because I haven't really just tried too many places out here. I will say I tried with Javier's. Though Javier's is definitely good. I'll take it over Texas.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll take it over Texas.
Well, we appreciate you, Quentin Johnston, for joining us. Thank you so much. Good luck this weekend. Good luck with your rookie season. And again, we appreciate you so much for jumping on with us.
Cool. I appreciate you guys.